has what we call some rights attached to them.
Okay.
They are implied. And one of the implied covenants which the law provide, what I mean by imply is whether the parties stated it or not.
Okay.
The law says even if the parties did not mention it, the law automatically inserts it in the agreement.
Okay.
That is implied there. And one of them is the grantee. The grantor is supposed to give the grantee quiet enjoyment of the land. That means that for the period that the person will be on the land, you will not disturb him. You will not disturb his occupation on the land. So in this context, after alienating the land to a grantee, I do not see the authority that the grantor has to turn around to say, I'm demanding this and that from you.
That's right.
In my view, it is illegal.
So, my lord, these are normally the people that we have identified as Asafo groups, particularly in Accra, where they come and they say you must pay digging fee, which you spoke about. Yeah. So they make all these demands, and now they add money, and they say until you give us this, you cannot break the land, or your contractors will not be allowed to develop. If you try it, you see the things they'll do to you. And to be frank, I have suffered it once.
Sorry about that. And now, like I did indicate, you can go to court and get a restraining order,
right,
which is different from the normal interlocutory injunction. Restraining order, stopping them from coming on the land, and you continue with your development.
So it's either you are doing that, going to court, asking for a restraining order to stop these people because they don't have a right to say that unless you give them all of these things, you cannot develop the land peacefully. And as my lord has explained, you have a certain right that you are supposed to enjoy, and it is called peaceful enjoyment. You have to stay on the land peacefully once it has been given to you by whoever gave it to you. And so any attempt to disturb your peaceful enjoyment of the property is protected by law. So either you go to court and ask for a restraining order. And last week, my lord explained that the thing is that in our system, before you can issue an injunction, you must have filed a writ in the court, or you must have filed an originating process in the court. But this one has short-circuited the process. You don't need to have filed anything. You just go straight and you say, somebody is disturbing me on the land. First of all, he's not an owner of the land. Even I can't even identify him by name and so on. Yet he's trying to disturb me, so they'll be stopped. Apart from seeking the restraining order, what else can the individual do?
The person can further report them to the police. Right. It's now criminalized.
Right.
It's a criminal offense. And I think last week we emphasized that it's punishable summarily between 5 to 15 years.
Okay.
Between 5 to 15 years. So you can go to court for the order and at the same time go to the police to lodge.
10 to 15 years.
5 to
10 to 15.
10 to 15
10 to 15 years. And there's no option.
There's no option
of a fine.
Yes.
Okay.